So when you're watching this, Watches and Wonders has finished. It's been good, it's been good. So we've decided we are going to roll together some of our favorite releases from a couple different brands into one video. We've still got a few other bits of content around Watches and Wonders coming out. For example, a full deep dive into what Bremont's doing, and a tier list of all the watches that are coming out. But first of all, I'm not a watch expert, I'm just a watch nerd, so if I get anything wrong, if you want to argue with me, pop down into the comments, and whilst you're down there, why not like, subscribe, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video, and let's get into it. So, watch number one. There's been a lot of coverage of this, really like it, and it's my favourite brand of the Holy Trinity. Bloody love them. Vacheron Constantine. I genuinely think they're the most exciting brand of the Holy Trinity. They are beautiful, they're amazing, and the overseas collection I think is one of those really criminally overlooked integrated bracelet sports watches. Everyone always concentrates and has always done on the Nautilus and the Royal Oak, but the overseas is stunning, okay? It's stunning, and it's just got more stunning because they've just done an 18 karat pink gold one with a green sunray dial. Oh my god, it's beautiful. So the smallest is a 35mm diamond set bezel, probably a lady's piece. So in addition to this very small, wrist-friendly time and date model, its other green friends in the collection, because they're all green sunray dials, they're beautiful, include a 41mm time and date, a 42.5mm chronograph, and a 41mm jewel time. My favourite is probably the 42.5mm chronograph. I think it's stunning, although the jewel time as well is beautiful. Actually, no, I'm going to say the jewel time is my favourite. Yeah, the jewel time. It's just so cool. It's got a retrograde display. Oh, it's stunning. All four of the models feature a 4Hz self-winding display, and the oscillating weight in the back is 22 karat gold. That's stunning. It's Vacheron Constantine. We'd expect nothing less. I love them. Next, I've been loving seeing coverage of this. We have the Tag Heuer Monaco split-second chronograph. What can I say about it? It's to celebrate 55 years of the Monaco, which was one of the first automatic chronographs to market. It's really, really cool. Obviously, in the lead up, I was more concentrated on the Carrera, what interesting things that they were going to do that. So they've done a solid gold skipper, they've done a silver dial with black subdial Carrera chronograph. I don't find those as interesting. Skipper's lovely, but this split-second Monaco is much cooler. So the main star of the show is obviously the TH8100 caliber. So the case back is entirely sapphire. It's a beautiful watch. It's a beautiful watch. I don't know what to say about it. It's a Monaco. So if you don't like the Monaco, you're not gonna like this. But technically, it's incredible. And it is really cool to see Tag Heuer doing some really interesting things recently. For example, they did some Carrera tourbillons. So yeah, this is a really cool watch. It is just another example of Tag Heuer upping their game in recent years. And it's really nice to see a split second back in this collection. It's a bit pricey. It's 165,000 Swiss francs. So it is putting itself in the range of those Richard Milles, which is... I don't know if Tag Heuer does enough to stand out in that price segment, but it's coming June. It's really cool to see from this brand. So, on to the next one.
That's a lot of money for Tag Heuer.
Yeah, it is. So, keeping it within the realms of LVMH for a minute, we have Zenith, Zenith, Zendog, Yo. And they've done some really cool things with the 1969 Defy Diver and the Defy Extreme Diver. So they've got some dive watches in their collection. They're very, very nice. Although, Terry, what do they look like?
They look like Zodiacs.
They do look like Zodiacs. Yeah, so the 1969 Defy Diver A3648 in a 37mm size has a bright orange bezel, and it's a very cool watch. It's a very nice watch. It's not my cup of tea, but I rate it. So this bright orange, small, nice Zodiac features the Zodiac. It's not a Zodiac. Now it's permeating my mind. Zenith. This nice, small, stylish Zenith features the Elite 670 movement. It's got a 50-hour power reserve and a beautiful exhibition case back, and will be £7,700 or dollars rather. Civilized money is what we. My brain just isn't working today.
You know why it's not working today, George?
Why?
Because you've accepted the fact that you're dyslexic.
No, I'm not. I'm not dyslexic.
You are? You're dyslexic, just like me.
I'm not dyslexic though. I'm just simply not. So this Defy Revival will be $7,700. What's also of interest is the water resistance, which is 600 meters. It does throw into question the reason for the existence of our next watch, which is the Defy Extreme, which is also 600 meters water resistant, except it's 42.5 millimeter titanium case and comes in bluey orange and blacky orange. It's got orange inner bezels. They're very cool, very funky watches. Again, they look like they look like Zeniths, George. No, they look like Zodiacs. My God. But they're beautiful watches. So the Defy Extreme features the El Primero 3620 SC. So these are two really, really good dive watches from Zenith. It's nice to see them do some dive watches. And the Defy Extreme is also $11,300. So two nice dive watches. Moving on. Next up, we've got IWC, the International Watch Company, and they've done something really, 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 really exciting. So it's the Portuguese Eternal Calendar. You've probably seen this watch plastered everywhere, and it's really cool. So features a 44.4 millimeter platinum case. It's got 50 meters water resistance. It's beautiful. Now, the part that you really want me to talk about is all the complications. All the complications are ridiculous. So, why is it called the Eternal Calendar? Good question. So the moon phase is advertised to be accurate for 45 million years. So as long as you keep it running, theoretically, you can come back to this watch in 45 million years and the moon phase will still be accurate. I'm not sure the materials and everything would last that long, or the oil or anything like that, but theoretically it would be. Also, annual calendar complication is going to be accurate for a long, long time. So I'm just going to read this. So the calendar will adjust for the skipped leap years at the start of each century until the year 2400, when the leap year will happen. Okay, yes. So every 100 years we skip a leap year, so this is going to be accurate until the year 2400, when we are going to have a leap year. Astronomy is weird. In total, the watch date of the Eternal Calendar will be accurate until the year 3999, so 3999, maybe even longer. We just haven't decided if there will be a leap year in the year 3400, which is why we don't know whether it will be accurate. And yeah, they've managed to do this in a watch case which is the same size as a normal Portuguese perpetual calendar. It's ridiculous to have something that is that accurate in just a watch, fully mechanical, is insane. They've partly managed to do this because they have a gear inside the watch, and this gear will only make one full rotation in the case every 400 years. Like, the gear ratios on that must be ridiculous. But yeah, we love it. So it also features IWC's iconic double moon display, which obviously has now been featured on the Omega Moonswatch Snoopy, both of them. And yeah, it's a stunning watch. It's ridiculous. Apparently IWC used a supercomputer to simulate 22 trillion different combinations of gearing. It's stunning. How much is it going to cost? Don't know. God knows. A lot. Several shekels. Many, many shekels. And last but not least, we have Patek Philippe, who've gone very cowboy this year. So they've made quite a few nice watches, but they've made a fair few denim watches. And I thought it was only the Railmaster that did denim. But they've got a new Nautilus, Nautilus chronograph, 5980 in white gold with denim. So it's a Nautilus in white gold. Don't really need to cover that. It's got a 60-minute and 12-hour counter at 6 o'clock. Yeah, so full Canadian tuxedo, and it's 67,000 Swiss francs. They've also brought out their first non-limited world timer with a local date to its catalogue. It's the 5330G. It is in white gold, 40mm case, and again, Canadian tuxedo. Everything, all four of these releases from Patek Philippe this year are all in denim. So those are the two most interesting. This video has been weird, but those are some watches I really wanted to talk about. My brain is not braining today. It's just chugging along, like literally. I'm thinking you can see smoke coming off the top of my head because it's just like... Terry thinks I'm dyslexic, but no, I'm not.
Welcome to the club, the dyslexic club.
Terry is very dyslexic, so if you ever see a spelling mistake on a thumbnail or something, that's why. No, there hasn't. I'm just covering your ass for the future. So stay tuned next week, guys. We're going to have a Bremont deep dive as well as a... Is it next week? Rest of this week? Anyway, stay tuned. We're also going to have a Watches and Wonders tier list where we sum up a bunch of the releases, as many as I can think of.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be very fun. Might be in our new set. Depends how our search for wooden pallets goes today. But if you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed Watches and Wonders in general, pop down into the comments and let me know your thoughts. Whilst you're down there, why not subscribe, like, ding that bell icon so you never miss another video, and why not click the join button, become a channel member. And speaking of channel members, thank you very much to Greg Jordan and... What should my artist name be? AKA Ivy. And to the rest of you, watch yourselves.